Hi there, and welcome back to video 10 of the series of videos in which we will be practicing answering HR-related multiple-choice questions. These series of videos will be particularly valuable to you if you are preparing for an HR exam like the SHRM or HRCI exam. This is video 10. Let's begin with question 1. You are an HR manager at a technology company, and due to a surge in project demand, you are considering hiring contingent workers to support your existing workforce. During a meeting with department managers, one of them expresses concern about the potential challenges of integrating contingent workers into the existing team. How would you address the manager's concern and explain the concept of contingent workers and their role in the context of the company's workforce? A. I understand your concern, but integrating contingent workers can bring valuable benefits to the team. Contingent workers are individuals hired on a temporary or contractual basis to fulfill specific project needs or workload fluctuations. They can provide specialized skills, increased flexibility, and help alleviate the burden on the existing workforce during peak periods. B. Integrating contingent workers into the existing team can present some challenges, but it also offers significant advantages. Contingent workers are hired on a temporary basis to support short-term projects or fill skill gaps. Their presence can enhance team performance, increase productivity, and allow the core workforce to focus on strategic priorities. C. While integrating contingent workers may require some adjustments, it can be a strategic approach to meet fluctuating business needs. Contingent workers are hired on a temporary or part-time basis and can contribute to the team by bringing fresh perspectives, specialized expertise, and additional resources to complete critical projects or meet tight deadlines. D. I understand your concerns about integrating contingent workers into the existing team. However, it is important to recognize that contingent workers offer flexibility and on-demand skills to support business objectives. Their role is to assist the existing workforce during periods of increased workload, project-based assignments, or skill-specific requirements. Option B mentions advantages but does not explicitly address the manager's concern or the specific role of contingent workers. Option C mentions adjustments but focuses more on the benefits of contingent workers rather than addressing integration challenges. Option D acknowledges concerns but does not provide a comprehensive explanation of the benefits or role of contingent workers. Option A provides a suitable response to address the manager's concern about integrating contingent workers into the existing team. It acknowledges the concern while highlighting the benefits of contingent workers. The response explains that contingent workers are hired on a temporary or contractual basis to fulfill specific project needs or workload fluctuations. It emphasizes the value they bring to the team, such as specialized skills, increased flexibility, and alleviating the burden on the existing workforce during peak periods. Hence, option A is the correct answer. Next.
Before we proceed, here is a quick message from me. If you are preparing for the SHRM CP or SCP exam, then consider using my learning resources, which include a study guide, practice tests, and flashcards. Visit my website and download a free practice test. You will find a link to my website in the description of this video. Now back to the video.
Next, you are an HR manager at a multinational corporation, and the finance department has raised concerns about the increasing recruitment expenses. They want to understand the concept of cost per hire and its implications for the organization. How would you explain the concept of cost per hire and its significance in managing recruitment expenses to the finance department? A. Cost per hire refers to the total expenses incurred by the organization to fill a job vacancy. It includes various components such as advertising costs, recruitment agency fees, background checks, and onboarding expenses. Tracking cost per hire is important as it helps the organization identify areas of high expenditure and optimize recruitment strategies to minimize costs. B. In managing recruitment expenses, cost per hire is a crucial metric. It represents the total investment made by the organization to hire a new employee, encompassing direct and indirect costs like advertising, recruitment fees, pre-employment assessments, and training expenses. Monitoring cost per hire enables the organization to evaluate the efficiency and effectiveness of its recruitment processes and make data-driven decisions to optimize costs. C. Cost per hire is an essential measure for analyzing the financial impact of the recruitment process. It encompasses all the expenses associated with hiring a new employee, including advertising, job boards, applicant tracking systems, and relocation costs. By monitoring cost per hire, organizations can identify cost-saving opportunities and implement strategies to enhance the recruitment process. D. To manage recruitment expenses effectively, it is crucial to understand the concept of cost per hire. It encompasses the direct and indirect costs incurred throughout the hiring process, such as sourcing, screening, interviewing, and onboarding. Monitoring cost per hire allows organizations to evaluate the return on investment in their recruitment efforts and implement cost-saving measures. Option A correctly describes cost per hire but does not explicitly mention the significance of tracking it for managing recruitment expenses. Option C mentions the financial impact and cost-saving opportunities but does not mention the evaluation of recruitment process efficiency or data-driven decision-making. Option D mentions the evaluation of the return on investment but does not explicitly address the significance of monitoring cost per hire for managing recruitment expenses or making data-driven decisions. Option B provides a concise and accurate explanation of cost per hire and its significance in managing recruitment expenses. It highlights that cost per hire represents the total investment made by the organization to hire a new employee, including various direct and indirect costs. It emphasizes the importance of monitoring cost per hire to evaluate recruitment process efficiency, effectiveness, and make informed decisions to optimize costs. Option B is the correct answer. Question 3. You are an HR manager at a manufacturing company, and one of your employees has approached you with a concern about the company's policy on recording small amounts of overtime work. The employee is questioning whether the company's practice aligns with the de minimis rule. How would you address the employee's concern and explain the concept of the de minimis rule and its application in the context of recording overtime work? A. I understand your concern, and it's important to clarify the company's policy. The de minimis rule is a legal principle that allows employers to disregard insignificant or minimal amounts of work time that are difficult to track. However, it's crucial to ensure that the company's policy is consistent with the legal requirements and does not unfairly disadvantage employees. B. To address your concern, let me explain the concept of the de minimis rule. It refers to the principle that employers are not required to compensate employees for minimal amounts of work time that are irregular and difficult to track. However, it's essential for the company's policy to be fair and compliant with applicable laws and regulations. C. Your concern about the company's policy on recording small amounts of overtime work is valid. The de minimis rule allows employers to disregard insignificant amounts of time spent on activities like minor administrative tasks. However, it's important to ensure that the policy does not violate employees' rights or deprive them of fair compensation. D. I understand your confusion about the company's policy on recording small amounts of overtime work. The de minimis rule states that employers are not required to compensate employees for brief and irregular periods of work time that are administratively difficult to track. However, it's essential to review the policy carefully to ensure compliance with legal requirements and fairness to employees. Option B provides an explanation of the de minimis rule but does not address the employee's concern about the company's policy or the need for compliance with legal requirements. Option C acknowledges the concern but focuses more on the employee's perspective rather than providing a detailed explanation of the de minimis rule and its application. Option D explains the de minimis rule but does not explicitly address the employee's concern about the company's policy or the need for compliance with legal requirements. Option A provides a comprehensive response to address the employee's concern about the company's policy on recording small amounts of overtime work. It acknowledges the concern and explains the concept of the de minimis rule as a legal principle that allows employers to disregard insignificant or minimal amounts of work time that are difficult to track. It also emphasizes the importance of ensuring that the company's policy aligns with legal requirements and does not unfairly disadvantage employees. Option A is the correct answer. Thank you for watching. Make sure to download the free practice test from the description below. If you are finding value in my videos, then smash that like button and subscribe to my channel. I post HR and leadership related videos every week. I will see you in the next video.